Hello, it's Friendly. I am currently, I don't know, like 5.5 weeks on testosterone or something like that. This really isn't a physical change update video because I honestly haven't noticed that many physical changes recently. This is more of like an emotional change update video. I think it's really important to talk about all aspects of medical transitioning, and the emotional side of it plays a huge part. I am currently not feeling fantastic, just because I feel like I'm in this weird limbo stage where I'm seeing small changes happen, but nobody else is, and it's frustrating. Like, I'm still getting gendered female 100% of the time, and I'm like frustrated that nobody can see my little baby facial hairs, and that nobody is really noticing my voice drop. So, I don't know, frustrated is the only word that I have to describe it. I know that those changes are going to happen eventually. I just don't know in my timeline where that's gonna start to happen. I guess when you're pretty early on in the transition, it's easy to feel like things aren't happening quick enough. So, I think the things that I'm feeling are very normal. It's just kind of hard to cope with. I am starting a new job very shortly, and I actually came out to them over email. I basically just said, I am undergoing hormone replacement therapy and I need you to use he, him, his pronouns for me. And they said they would accommodate me however they could and that was totally fine, which was great, except that I am now super nervous because strangers are still gendering me female. And if my coworkers are calling me he, him, his, I don't know, I just don't want there to be any confusion or confrontation. I absolutely hate confrontation. So I think the unknown about how I'm going to be treated and recognized, I guess, in my new job is scaring me. So I'm feeling okay about my physical transition. I'm feeling like things aren't happening fast enough. I'm mostly also just worried about how society is seeing me right now, and the fact that society is not seeing me how I want them to see me quick enough. I think it's really important to discuss this aspect of transition because it's not like you start hormones and then all of your problems are solved. You still go through a lot of mostly mental hardship, and it's totally okay, and it's just part of the process. And I am mostly saying this to tell myself that these things that I'm feeling are okay and not gonna last forever. But of course, when you're feeling them, it kind of feels pretty permanent. But that's all that I have to add on the topic right now. Okay. Hello, world. I am close to a month and a half on testosterone now. I am actually at my brother's wedding. This is my partner, Ellie. Hi. I'm actually at my brother's wedding, so that's why it's kind of loud here. Hear that dog? They can probably hear that dog. So I'm just updating. My voice has been feeling pretty good these last few days. I did a T-shot, God, what is it? I don't even know what day today is, 4 days ago or something. And since then I've been feeling better about like my facial hair and my voice and stuff. People have been calling me like sister and daughter a lot, but today somebody did call me my brother's brother, which was really nice.
Because I called you he.
Yeah.
And I said brother.
Yeah, so it's helpful to be around this lovely one here. You've been correcting people to say sibling when they say sister. My brother's been introducing me as his sibling, which is really cool also. So things have been pretty good. And like as for my facial hair, it's been growing in. Like I'm definitely getting more hairs. Nothing notable that like, yeah, like those. Nothing notable that I would keep around. I shave them every few days, but I haven't shaved my mustache. You can't see it here.
Maybe.
No, you can't see it here at all. But but I'm like pretty proud of my little dirty mustache.
It's gross.
Thanks, bud.
It
So
looks good though.
thank you. So that's all that I had to update on. Probably gonna go back out to do some grooving.
Yes. Groove with me.
You can groove. I'm gonna sit down and drink my soda. Ellie edits all my videos.
Can't give myself some credit.
Yeah, give yourself credit. I'll give you credit too.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, here MJ's on. We
Wow.
gotta go. Bye. Hello. All right. So I am a month and 3 weeks on testosterone. I have just been like really self-conscious recently and really down on myself about changes not happening quick enough and like not liking the way that I look or sound. So making these videos have been kind of hard recently. I think I've probably taken this specific video like 35 times and I just keep deleting it, so I'm trying again. I don't know why. I think, first of all, I was off my anxiety and depression meds. You know when you like go off of something and then that something helps you to like get out of bed in the morning and take your pills. And so when you're not taking it, you have no drive to take it, and then it's just this terrible cycle. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. I have been very critical about myself recently, and like I'm feeling like my voice isn't dropping low enough or quick enough, or like I look too feminine. I've just been super hard on myself, which is interesting because before testosterone I knew that things were going to happen slowly and I was totally okay with that. But now that I'm actually on T, I'm like, where are the changes? But there have definitely been some. My voice, I guess we will start with, is the most obvious change. To be honest, because I'm being so hard on myself, I really don't feel like it's changed very much since before T. But that also has a lot to do with like my work environment. I am a lot different when I'm like at work or trying to be really friendly. My voice goes up a little bit. Let's say I'm on the phone at work, trying to place an order for something. I go, "Hi there, my name's Fran, I'm trying to place an order." Like, I just do that out of habit, and I guess in my head, higher pitched voices sound friendlier. I think there's some psychological thing that's happening there, and that's why I do that. And that is what used to be comfortable in my range, but now, like, this is comfortable. I'm not getting gendered male ever, and I think that if I spoke in my, what is now my normal voice, which is this, I might be gendered male over the phone occasionally, but I don't talk like this very often. But, like, my range is definitely lower. I can go lower than this, and it feels fantastic, and it sounds awesome. It's not very comfortable, but, like, this is my new comfortable spot, and it is, I know deep inside that it's definitely lower than it used to be. My voice is also cracking all the time, which is really fun. It just kind of sounds like I'm coming down with a cold sometimes, especially at the end of the day if I've been talking a lot, or if I've tried to make these videos like 15 times in a row. So let's move on to hair. My hairline has not changed noticeably, but I am losing a lot of hair. Like a lot. My partner texted me this morning and said maybe you should start taking biotin because your hair is all over the bathroom floor. And that's just from drying it this morning. I do need to talk to my doctor about that because hair loss is something I am not about. I'm trying to picture myself bald, but if I can't grow a good beard or mustache, then I am not going to look good completely, you know, white and bald and hairless. So anyway, that's my head hair. My face hair is going pretty great. I have a dirty little mustache that I absolutely love. I haven't shaved it. You probably can't see it. No. It looks kind of bad right now. It really just looks like dark, long peach fuzz. but I'm keeping it around because I like the like shadow that it gives off right now, and I like imagining it being fuller and more beautiful. My face hair otherwise is going good also. Like when I rub my hands on my face, I feel it everywhere. There's just sporadic hairs all over. I shave like every 3 to 4 days usually, just because they don't look cute because they're just like sporadically placed. And they're very thick and dark and visible. And that is why I shave them, but I love having something to shave. I think that it is super fun. And body hair, I'm definitely getting some hair like here in the middle of my chest, and my belly is just getting a little bit hairier. I've always had a pretty good happy trail, but it's kind of extending like dark peach fuzz, like my little mustache, to the rest of my belly. I haven't really noticed any changes anywhere else. Oh, I'm so sorry, I just got off work. I'm so tired. Acne. My acne is good today. Like, I have that one spot on my chin. I wear makeup too, so it's hopefully harder to tell. I had worse acne, like, it cleared up literally this morning, but like 3 or 4 days ago it started, and it wasn't very cute. I had it like all over my chin and then down here, but it is no worse than it was once a month pre-testosterone. So I'm grateful for that so far. It has definitely been bearable. I've just kept up the same like skin hygiene routine that I did before. I use a face scrub at night, and then in the morning in the shower I use like a soft scrub. I guess so far that's been working out for me. Acne is definitely one of my biggest fears with going on testosterone. Moving on to fat redistribution. I've noticed it. It has redistributed a little from like my thighs and hips, like a little bit, up to my belly. And I don't love it. I am very like slim and lanky, and I get really self-conscious about any belly weight that I put on at all. And there's definitely like a little pouch there, and I don't feel good about it. And that's partially my fault because I haven't been doing any intentional workouts or anything. I mean, as soon as I start doing something like that, I'm sure that I'm gonna feel better about myself. But for now, not loving that. I weighed myself yesterday, and I have gained like 7 pounds since starting testosterone. I don't feel like I'm eating any more than I used to. So I don't know if my metabolism is slowing down or if that's muscle. I don't think that's muscle. Like, I don't know if this belly stuff is the weight that I've gained or if it's redistribution or a combination. So I don't know. That whole thing I'm not feeling great about. But I really do need to start taking better care of myself emotionally and physically. And hopefully all of those concerns will go away. I will touch on bottom stuff. My voice just cracked. So, trigger warning, I'm going to talk very briefly about bottom growth and bleeding. I, first of all, bled. I had my menstrual cycle during my first month of T, like on its scheduled time. But then about a week to a week and a half after it ended, I started spotting, and that lasted at least a week and a half, and it was like every time I went to the bathroom, sometimes it wouldn't do it for like a day or two, but it was like a good week and a half solid that I was spotting. It was never a lot, but it was clearly noticeable, and I have not talked to my doctor about it because I'm going in for to check my levels pretty soon, so I'm going to be interested to see if my levels are okay. I haven't had my menstrual cycle since then, and I think we've now passed when it should have come around, or we're entering it now or something. It hasn't come, so I'm hoping that maybe that was just like the end of it whittling away. So bottom growth, steady. Yeah, it's steady. I like it more than I thought that I was going to like it. I don't know, I just like having something bigger there. It's very sensitive though, which is like almost painfully sensitive, so it's harder to do things like hygiene, but it's manageable. and my sex drive is heightened. So that's that. That's really all that I can think of that I wanted to touch on. So I guess the next update that I'm going to be putting in here is going to be for my actual 2 month. So that will be the voice comparison. All right. Anyway, I keep picturing all these little kids playing some game in this big field of Ryandal. Thousands of little kids, and nobody's around. Nobody big, except me. And I'm standing on the edge of some crazy cliff, and what I have to do, I have to catch everybody if they start to go over the cliff. If they're running and they don't look where they're going, I have to come out from somewhere and catch them. That's all I do all day. I'd just be the catcher in the Ryandal. I know it's crazy, but that's the only thing I'd really like to be. I know it's crazy, but that's the only thing I'd really like to be. I know it's crazy.